Welcome back, Daddy's Gertie Library, DGL over here, Mashle, episode 22, Papa in the Greatest Danger.
Hmm. The space versus time battle. Magic and muscle, y'all. Let's
Einstein
talk
would be
about it.
proud. Einstein would be proud. Space time, space and versus time. Yeah, this is beautiful. I like how they started out too. The whole Rio and what's his face, the with all the fourth wall breaking. I'm like, oh, nice. And somehow that guy who's super into himself, Rio, found a way to make it about him. He made fourth
Yeah,
wall breaking about him. Like, nah.
I mean, he is the light in the entire series, so I mean, of course, it's about him. But as we've
Yeah.
seen, there's more than one main character complex of the series, which is amazing.
I can't believe this was a comedy anime. This is a comedy anime.
Yeah, yeah.
I wasn't expecting this
Um,
level of production.
I didn't expect Wahlberg to be so overpowered. I mean, of course, he's the strongest main, but
Hmm.
dude, he had a domain expansion. He
Yeah.
had um, a spirit like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure stand, which was the form
Oh
of
wow,
a,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
what do you call it? It was a nobody, one of the bosses in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it reminded me of. And then he has the power to like delete space. Like, dude, this is overpowered. This is
No,
completely overpowered.
but I loved it. I mean, like you said, I didn't realize all those other references, but we've seen this what this anime does. It pulls from, all right, I'm gonna take a little from Harry Potter, I'm gonna take a little from One Punch Man, I'm gonna take a little bit from Mob
Black
Psycho.
Clover?
Mob Psycho, the guys Mash's yeah, Black Clover is another one. So of course they're gonna take from Jujutsu Kaisen, which also found like in the last season ingenious ways to just rip off of a lot of other or uh, create a lot of inspired work.
Content. Yeah.
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 So of course they're gonna rip off of domain expansion. And they
They
even
didn't
they
rip it. It was a different name. It was Thirds.
Yeah, same thing with Harry Potter. It wasn't Quidditch, it was whatever they called it. So they found it's just not in a bad sense. It wasn't that they were
Well, I'm
trying
not saying
to
that. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying this guy's overpowered. I'm saying this guy has too much power. This was more than amazing. The fact that his power was just growing beyond every spell. Like it was
mm,
one thing when he could, you know, overpower the dark mage guy and his former teacher. I'm like, oh wow. Then overpower this time guy with a couple attacks here and there, or just delete the space that he used the time in.
yeah, this made for it's a very beautiful concept. I've never seen this. Time versus space. One can control
No,
space
I've
in
seen
order
this.
to not affect time, and then the other one can affect time that supersedes space.
It's called Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
Really? They have this level of holy wow.
Yeah, yeah, the Pokemon Dialga versus Palkia, the legendary space and time.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah, sorry.
incredible. No, I just learned something new. See, I'm open for this. Nothing to apologize for. I'm just saying that it's something that is was is unique for me. First time novelty for me. It's wow, this was incredible. And again, I mean, we've seen beautiful production from Mashal. So of course we've seen beautiful world building from Mashal. So of course we've seen them use a lot of pieces from other things and recreate it to make it their own. But this was just I felt like it was a step beyond because essentially this episode was the fight. It's like Jujutsu Kaisen. And then funny enough, they also at the end when they also ripped off Jujutsu Kaisen when the Cronus guy, Innocent Zero, said, "You are strong." Like, oh, and it's like, okay, maybe it's a stretch, but I mean, first the domain expansion, and then he grabs him by his head, the same way that Nanami grabs the what's his the that
Jugo?
douchebag. No, not Jugo, but Nanami and
Oh,
the guy with
oh,
the he grabs him by
oh.
his head like that. It's like, wait a minute. And then he says, "You were strong like Sukuna said to Jugo." I mean,
Hmm.
there are a little too many coincidences for it to not be a reference.
No, it's not a coincidence. It's just like a power move, you know? How are you gonna show them you're overpowered? I mean, I think who was it? I think that happened in Dragon Ball Z, where someone grabbed someone's face and just like blasted their face, like point
Yeah,
blank.
yeah, but not right after the best anime of the season before
I
made like
mean, well, that I'm saying
iconic
it's a
moments.
power move. It's a power move they're doing, and Mashle just they watched Jujutsu Kaisen and saw how they did all those things with all those series and was like, you know what? Let's do with them. Let's reference them. They're great.
Mm, yeah, yeah, for sure, man.
And okay, I hate to skip around usually, but
Yeah,
how is
no,
Mashle floating at the end?
I don't. I mean, we know that he's
How is
capable of it.
Mashle? You saw him kick him, and then he's just standing there, and they're both staring. I want to know what he's doing with his
Okay.
feet.
I mean, it could
It's
be one of, I
fluttering.
mean, yeah, it could either be the fluttering or it could be that the space has been altered in a way that he could stand.
He's standing on a space block or something.
Yeah, possible. But I'm confident that unlike Bleach, they will explain it. And it will make sense. So
uh,
I'm not
you're right.
concerned.
They will.
Yeah. But I thought, out of all the characters, especially when the Rio guy and the other dude entered that area and he got frozen. He's like, oh, I guess everybody below a certain magic power gets frozen. I was like, oh, really? I mean, I know Dot and Lance are strong, but I would have thought that there would have been other students, like especially the other people from Lang, the Mr. Evil Eye and the Puppet Master. I thought they would have been comparable. I thought that their magic power was up there. Um,
Well, maybe you get affected if you're like not prepared. And I guess he
mm,
saw that happen, prepped his magic, and went in.
Yeah, and the other guys were already on guard because of what was going on. Maybe I don't know. That's hard, but
I'm just thinking like a mental magic fortitude aura or whatever.
I'm just I would have loved to see the accelerator guy show off and do his stuff because he has a wicked power. I mean, first he can cancel magic with his evil eye, and then his acceleration power is a propose to moving real fast through teleportation. So
Hmm.
and he can do a lot of interesting things like the dome joint. So I think he would be a phenomenal. I would like to see him. I mean, the puppet guy. I know he's a big deal, but I'd rather see the accelerator guy more. To be honest, I'm a big fan of his. So I'm kind of surprised that he wasn't in the fray, but I guess they wanted to let these other guys shine also.
It was more of the divine visionaries, stepping up. That's all.
Yeah, yeah. But
Like if anybody else stepping up, it's rare. But yeah, which is what they were showing with like Lance and our main character Dot and
yeah,
Margaret. Like they're all like in this tournament to become a divine visionary, so they're all capable to get to that level, while everybody
yeah.
else in the wasn't even
A candidate. Yeah, that's right. Lance is the best in the class. Dot's the main character, of course. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. When I thought it was funny, they threw a little bit of I interpreted it as humor with when Papa Wahlberg was like, "Wait, he cast a time spell? When did he do that? Time spell. When did he do?" I was kind of like, "Oh, I see what you did there." And he said it multiple
there
times. I was like,
was
"All
just
right,
no
I get it.
time.
I get it. Haha." Real clever. But I mean, as awesome as the fight was, and seeing the space against time and the whole battle royale and the domain and all that jazz, I really enjoyed the philosophical debate that they were having between each other, focusing
I
on
did too.
yourself
Yeah,
versus
yeah. So that's an interesting. concept. And he even said how that's not a bad thing. Focusing on yourself to really grow versus focusing on others or helping others. Like you humans deteriorate when they stop making themselves the priority, when they don't have an ego. Oof, that is a reference to Blue Lock. If you've watched it,
Yeah,
you know being an egotist is all about that series.
yeah,
And yeah, so it's just like I like that concept because it's like you putting yourself as your number one, you'll put all that effort, all the support that you put to other people usually to yourself, and you really grow with that. Whereas if you're starting to help others, you're trying to do this, you see, oh man, I just don't have time for this
hmm
because you're helping other people.
yeah. So what you do with your time?
Not wrong, but I like how Wahlberg was just like, it's not wrong, but I'm not gonna go back down from saying my way is wrong because this is how I came to be. I was a fragile young man.
Yeah,
Um, I had no connections with anyone. I was sickly. I had nothing going for me. And this guy just kept pushing, kept egging me on despite everything I said. Oh, why are you still here? Because you're here. Because I want you to go to class. I want you to do it. He made him the
that's
priority.
the other thing that was really good. The his master's reasoning. Like, why do you keep coming here? I mean, what's the purpose of this? And Wahlberg said this out. I wasn't a good student. I had a frail body. I didn't have friends. Like, why would this teacher go out of his way to? And the teachers, he's like, how do I put it? Just can't leave you alone. That was so cool. It was so cool. Like, I just don't want to. So simple, but it's so beautiful. Like, you don't have to, every relationship that you have or every encounter that you have with another person doesn't have to be predicated upon what you're going to get out of that relationship. It's okay to just want to exist with other people,
Yeah.
want other people to be there. Whether or not you can give them anything or they can give you anything. It's okay to just want to be there. Like Bilbo is always been here with us.
Hmm.
Did you guys cover the fact that the whole Dumbledore resemblance with the injury?
Oh,
Dumbledore.
that's another
No.
reference.
Yeah,
Right,
dude.
right. When he was getting the
He
Horcrux out,
shriveled.
and then
He's
he got,
yeah.
yeah,
His
yeah.
arm
No,
got shriveled.
right. We're talking.
Yeah, yeah. I did not. Yeah,
That was it.
He did
That was
degrade
Wow.
his arms,
that
his
was that
face
was
like
no,
that.
but
Yeah.
those were the
And then
only
we
references that you
and then
guys came up with.
we explored a
So
lot of
far.
Jujutsu Kaisen references also. But I mean,
Naruto,
funny
man,
enough,
come on, man. Why am I doing this?
stop it.
You
Where's
stop
Naruto?
this.
We even talked about Bleach. Wait, where's Naruto?
Orochimaru brings back both the masters.
Oh yeah, yeah. We talked about that in
That was two
that
episodes
was
ago,
yeah,
man. That's 2 episodes
yeah, let's
ago.
talk
I
about that.
know. I'm
That's
sorry.
that's not in this episode.
He just wanted to get the Naruto in there.
I
He
just
wanted
Well,
to
needed
get
to throw it in there.
the
But also, oh
anyway.
wait.
Oh wait, you know what? Space?
Naruto, the time thing.
What's
Yes,
his
thank
name?
you.
What's his
Yeah,
name?
the eyeball.
Toby. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Toby's
So get out of here.
again. You know what? You
That
know what?
wasn't like
I
the
would
You're
like.
space
welcome.
I
thing.
would like.
That's
Yeah, you know, he did.
dimensions.
Him and Kakashi. Yeah, space dimension going into another dimension. But let me take this opportunity to say fuck Naruto because how fucking random is that shit? Oh, I have this eye. Oh, the copycat. Oh, you're able to see this, or you no, I could have all these powers. Wait, what? I thought it was this power. Oh no, it's different for everybody. Then why is it all the same thing? What?
They
So
explain
just
it.
It's the same technique. It's the
yeah,
same technique
Something
to
about
get to the same
it,
technique
it
name to
it
get to it.
depends on
It's
the
all
blood,
yeah.
how you developed it or
Yeah,
something
it depends on
stupid.
who
what?
you kill,
But
the
however,
relationship
we're not here
also.
talking about
Yeah,
Naruto. We're talking
whatever.
about
Fuck.
Mashle.
All I did was make a small
Stupid.
reference. Calm down.
It was a
Jeez.
Anyway,
dumb
okay, yeah, let's
reference.
go
We
back to
hate
something
that
positive.
shit.
Let's go back to the self versus others debate. It's funny. I was talking to my son. He's like, "Oh yeah, I want to play in the NBA," and then his mom's like, "Hey, you ain't not with those grades, you're not." He's like, "Oh, okay, I know." Da, da, da." And I was like, "Yeah, you can't do the NBA. You won't be able to do it." He's like, "Oh, okay, I know." And I was like, "But you can if you want to. It's about the decisions you make." And I made the comparison about the video games. Like I told him I've been playing video games longer than you've been alive, and fighting video games is a big chunk of it. And you started playing this fighting video game, this One Piece fighting video game, and I was whooping that ass. but you kept doing it. You kept playing it. You got dedicated, and now he's so good. I don't even want to play the game anymore. Not even don't want to play against him. I don't want to touch the video game anymore because he just whooped my butt that thoroughly. And
Yeah.
my other son
Yeah.
is that good too. So it's all about the time, the decisions that you make every day. How much time are you willing to dedicate? What are you willing to sacrifice in order to get the time to dedicate towards perfecting this craft? It's cool to see the two things juxtaposed about sacrificing everything in order to attain power versus sacrificing everything in order to protect everybody. And I like that it wasn't this side's good, that's this side's bad. It's just that I can
How you
understand sacrifice.
prioritize
Yeah,
your life. Yeah.
and
Well,
based off of your experiences is how it plays a big role in how you make those types of decisions.
I believe Papa Wahlberg also made that reference when he talked about how Adam constantly came up to him, bothering
Yeah,
him constantly, and he couldn't figure out what. But it was only
yeah.
because he just didn't want to leave him alone because he was alone.
That's what we're saying when you got in. He's like he just wanted to be there. It
And
wasn't
you
like
know
he was trying to
what?
get
I
anything out of
heard
it.
it.
He just
I
wanted to
heard
be
it
there.
through the space-time continuum, and I thought I
I see
should
what you did
repeat
there.
it. Yeah. You're at you're at Daddy's Good Library. We're very consistent.
You know what? Speaking about girdiness, I thought it was kind of wild that in the middle of the fight, Wahlberg just dumped him. He was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna cut out my affiliation with you." So I guess they were a thing at one point.
No, no,
They were
dude. He was
students.
saying
They were students
it's
of
student
Adam.
master thing.
Yeah.
He was cutting. He was doing There you go, Bilbo. His Naruto reference. He was being a Sasuke. I'm gonna sever the bond.
There it is. No, but he was talking about his butt. And he was like, "I'm gonna cut things off," and he was talking about his butt.
He wasn't talking about his butt.
Wow.
Yeah,
Why
he
must he?
was. Are you
He
serious?
never referenced that.
He said your anus.
No, Uranus.
Yeah, your anus. He
No,
Ah,
that's
he
not what he
said,
talking.
said.
He's
I'm gonna
talking.
Talking
cut
about
you
the
off, and
planet.
then he said, I'm gonna cut you off, and then he said your anus inclination.
No, look at that. Time's
Wait,
up.
wait. Your anus's
Oh man,
inclination.
that is crazy, guys.
His anus's inclination.
Great
Yeah.
theories we're
And
talking about. Bilbo, how
uh,
did you feel?
I
Wait.
felt that the power of Uranus was so great that it split
Yo.
a whole spatial time and whatnot. But then he time rezoned, which apparently was a thing. He could just he can apparently null out time, but time still moves forward
Ah,
and
he did a
backward at the same
tracer.
time. That was
He did a
weird.
tracer from Overwatch. He went back.
And then he said, I'm gonna destroy your anus. He says your anus, and like
I
he
know
said,
he's trying to
said
make
it's
it
a
a
planet.
thing.
He
He
says it's
is
a planet,
trying
right? He said
so
your anus.
goddamn
What would he say?
hard.
What was that move? What was the move?
Rob,
After he went to
have you
your
not gotten the
anus.
booty
Wait, wait, wait,
recently?
wait, wait.
Get out of the ass.
After he said your anus, your anus
Ladies and
inclination.
gentlemen,
I'm gonna
he's
cut your.
talking
I'm
about
gonna cut the. I'm gonna cut the pond.
your
Then he
And the
anus,
said.
planet.
the
Then he said
power,
what?
and
What
the
did he say after
planet.
that? What did he say after? He said your
But
anus world destruction. He's
this
about to
guy
destroy
cannot
the world of
help
his
himself.
anus.
He just wants to make a reference stick. You'll help him
Rob,
by liking and
Oh
you
man.
can't ruin
subscribing.
Mashle. You're
Just
not gonna ruin
put
Mashle for
something
us
to
by trying to make us
attention
all
and move
die.
on.
Yeah,
Hey,
you're not ruining Mashle for us.
Papa was about that
He
booty.
was not about none of that.
He was about
About
that
none of-
booty.
In fact, he had zero connections as a kid
Guys,
and made sure he didn't connect with people like that.
Yeah.
he couldn't possibly be
Until
about that booty. He couldn't
until
possibly. Hey, he couldn't possibly have been about it because all that hype, that powering up. It was like when Vegeta, no, not Vegeta. Sorry, when Goku was all soul power, whatever. Spirit bomb absorption, and then boom, nothing happened.
Are you
light
saying?
show, big light show.
Are you saying?
Oh, it's because it was
delivery.
reversed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my
So,
point is,
so he was about that booty, but then the innocent guy was like, "Oh no, we never did it." Is that what you're telling me? Is that how your anus's inclination was? Is that how that works?
And on
I
that
get it.
note, ladies and gentlemen, we end this episode solemnly and quietly.
Oh wait, no. I
Because-
do want to say one serious.
You want to
thing
say more about? You wanna
about
say
your
more
anus.
about? Yeah.
Like, no,
yeah.
no.
Which is why I'm wrapping
The
it up.
unsubscribe button is
In
right
fact,
there.
I think it already says wrap it up.
Unlike
The
the
wrap it
radio
up box.
download them at this
Wrap it
point.
up box already went off. I don't
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the wrap it up box.
notification
But let
bell.
me
Went up
finish.
2
Let
minutes
me
and
finish,
52
seriously.
seconds ago. No,
Seriously,
no,
I
it
just-
gives you
You know
time.
what?
Don't
even get on
Talk about
YouTube
your
anymore.
Why
Don't even get on
can't
YouTube.
I get to the bottom of this? Okay, no, seriously.
This
No,
episode was awesome. You guys
they
should have
said-
watched it.
there was a-
and
yeah,
give us
there
some-
was a
give us
point-
some feedback.
There was a point where he was like, where Joe was talking about the 3 lions can unleash the gods within their wands, and then he said to Wahlberg, oh, that this loss was destined to happen, and I thought that was cool because that's another reference back to the names of the wands, Cronus and Uranus.
Festus.
The Greek.
Just keep going.
Just saying. Okay, that's it. That's all.
Yep. All right.
Sure.
Cool. Well, we also saw. Actually, when the
You know-
who gave out Hephaestus, I thought that Mashle was going to try to do something with his one. Mine can do this too.
Hmm.
I think
Oh yeah,
You can just
maybe.
give him the wand and he can't pick it up.
Yeah. But at least now we
Put it
know
on his
that.
neck and it just falls down.
Just
straight-
throw it.
No, he
throw
just
it on
he
his
just
arm.
places
Just
it
drop
on his neck and that's it.
Or just
At
drop
least-
it on his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. But at least now we know that that on top of the Greek Titans battling each other, we know that time Cronus destroys Uranus.
Yep,
Um,
and
He
there it
didn't destroy
is.
anything.
And there it is. If we could just have like an imploding boom at that point, if someone could just do that while editing, because that would be great. Just land it with the boom, the last Uranus joke.
All right.
Hey,
All right. Let's
ladies and
talk about other
gentlemen.
stuff. We'll be
Now we're
back.
done.